I mean, Buddy Hield just ended the Houston Rockets. He had 22 points in the first half. He was a plus 13. Steph Curry was very bad in the first half. I mean, he was creating offense, but he was not making his open looks. He only had 3 points. Jimmy Butler only had 8 points. It was really the other guys, Draymond Green, Pajemski, and Buddy Hield. And Buddy Hield was actually pretty good in the beginning of the series, but then he fell off once Houston started to come back. And you see, this is where he really got rhythm. Dillon Brooks really not paying attention, communicating with someone else, and now Buddy just skates down the lane, has an advantage right away, and finger rolls it up for 2. But overall, this was the risk the Rockets were willing to take, and to be quite honest with you, it got them back in the series because the role players were nowhere to be found until tonight. Look at where they're guarding Steph Curry, 2 on the ball, pass to Kevon Looney, and eventually that leads to a sick no-look pass from Curry. Everyone's worried about him. No one's on Buddy Hield, and he knocks it down for 3. And when it's your night, it's your night. The Warriors play great defense here, and the clock is running down in the first quarter. Buddy Hield heaves just 1 step from the half-court line, and he knocks it down. I mean, that was just a scary sight for Houston fans. If that's going in, I don't know how you're going to win the game. And on one end of the floor, he's matched up with Şengün. He holds his own. He forces him to make a tough off-balance floater. It doesn't go in. And now on the other end, he's working the 2-man game with Jimmy Butler's 2 stay on Jimmy. And now Buddy Hield's opened up. 2 quick dribbles right into that pull-up, one-legged step back. As you can tell, the Rockets are so worried about the star play of Jimmy and Steph Curry. I mean, they're willing to live with this. You see Curry in the corner trying to get a screen. 3 Rocket players are over there worried about Curry. No one's worried about Buddy Hield. And then Jimmy has the rock. Dillon Brooks is more worried about Jimmy Butler driving into the lane. He probably should not have overhelped this much, but that's what's going to happen when you have established names, and they've been living off this defense. It's been working, and in the first half, it did not work because Buddy Hield came to play. And now we basically got the same situation. They're running a zone defense. Curry's just trotting down the lane. You see Fred and Thompson communicating with the rest of the group. Okay, you guys got Curry now. You guys got Curry. And now Dillon Brooks on Curry, Steven Adams on Curry. Who has Buddy Hield? No one has Buddy Hield. Man, oh man, Dillon Brooks was falling asleep off Buddy Hield all night long. Warriors were also playing amazing first half defense. Jimmy Butler on the ball doing his thing, forcing a pass, and then Draymond off the ball, gathering in a steal. And Curry's immediately looking up the floor, trying to find Buddy Hield. And once again, the Rockets are just too slow. Way too lackadaisical defensively in a Game 7. At least in the first half. They definitely picked it up in the second half for sure. And the thing is, everyone's going to get on Curry for not scoring in the first half, and absolutely he should have made more shots, but look at, he's causing a double team at the Toyota sign, and now Jimmy Butler's in the corner. What's he going to do? He's going to beat Steven Adams off the dribble. Because they're so afraid of Curry, they don't want to get him in a rhythm. This is what they're willing to live with. So yes, Curry did not make shots, but he also created shots like this just off his gravity. And that's what great players do. Even if they're missing shots, they're still going to create offense for others. And tonight, Buddy Hield was the one to make them pay. But not only Buddy Hield. Draymond Green had 10 points in the first half. He was a plus 14. He hit 2 3-pointers. By the way, the Warriors have like an 80% win percentage when Draymond Green hits 3-pointers. Brandon Pajemski also had a 3-pointer in the first half. So the other guys really showed up, and we're living off the gravity of Jimmy and Steph Curry and just overall the zone defense of the Rockets. Also, I think the Rockets were just not really good at communicating and closing out in time. But overall, shout out Buddy Hield. He was a key factor in this series. Game 3, he had 17 points in a win. Game 4, he had 15 points. And then again in Game 7, he just dominated in that first half.